What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Darth Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I'm like stuttering. So I got my second Moderna vaccine shot today, and I'm definitely like feeling it. I stopped home at my parents' house just in case something happened to me, but really I'm pretty beat up. I mean, my lymph nodes hurt. My lymph nodes here hurt, my chest area. It hurts my groin area. I definitely felt like I got the vaccine, and my right shoulder hurts. But really, I know I'm going to be fine. But really, this live video is to discuss why Moderna stock and Pfizer's stock are still not like doing anything spectacular. And let's think about this. You know, the market is based on people and emotions, okay? So, you know, there's ups and downs, but people like myself, I've done a few stock and dividend analysis videos on Pfizer. And if you are an investor with Pfizer, you kind of look at the dividends. Pfizer owns many companies. They own Viagra, which I don't need, but hopefully none of you guys need. But they also have statins, and they also have a lot of medications out there for people in case if the stock is down. Now, Moderna is, here's the thing with Moderna, and Moderna is a good stock. I think it's a phenomenal company. I do believe in mRNA technology. It, from what they say in the research, it's very effective. And I fully believe in Moderna as a company. So if you were a day trader, Moderna was hot recently, way up. It was way up, okay? And it, went down because, all you need is the public and people to freak out a little bit. So myself as a dividend investor, when it comes to investing in Moderna, they don't distribute a dividend. And with hello guys, I see you guys are on there. And with Moderna, what I like about Moderna, especially for stocks, are healthcare ETFs with Moderna in it. So if Moderna takes a hit, or if a certain stock takes a hit, it's not a big deal. It really isn't. So the good thing is, how you guys doing on there? I see about 5 people right now. So with Moderna as a stock, this technology is phenomenal. And I fully believe that the vaccine will help with herd immunity. I mean, we want the economy going. We want people to be safe. And the first shot of Moderna actually has 80% effectiveness. And now I'm right at 90% effectiveness, probably after week 2 of the shot. So Moderna is a good stock if you are a day trader or an investor. But at the same time, you have to be careful when it comes to this stock because it's very volatile. I don't think it's as volatile as the marijuana stocks right now, or like GameStop, which I find is crazy with like its stock jumping up and down. But I really I like both companies, but I specifically look at Pfizer for the dividends, and I know Pfizer is going to be up and down, and I have it in my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. Moderna sucks as they are based on stolen tech, and the inventor of mRNA tech is out to get back at them by inventing something better. I wouldn't be surprised. They can really fall apart because, Kevin, one thing with Moderna is all they have is like vaccine technology. One, somebody can buy them off. mRNA technology has been out there for a while, and I think Merck, those are the guys that just shut down their COVID, vaccine because it wasn't really that effective. Moderna is going to be a big dog for right now, but what I was getting into as well is what's going to happen with Moderna is what happens when COVID's gone. We're going to get herd immunity eventually. I mean, it's either people are going to get sick or the vaccine's going to take place and everybody's going to do well. So that's the thing that's going to be interesting with Moderna. It's I know they're really hot and Fauci collaborated with them, but people are getting side effects. I mean, I don't feel good right now. I'm going to take a Tylenol eventually, but I do need to suck it up and do some homework as well. But I really think that Pfizer, okay, in the long run, even though Pfizer hasn't done well against the S&P, it's still a very successful company and a very successful stock. So, some of the videos, a lot of people have been watching the videos that I posted on with Pfizer and what's so good about it. It really is. It's not very volatile like Moderna. And I want to see what you guys think. Kevin, what do you think about Pfizer stock compared to Moderna? I just want to see what anybody's thoughts is on Pfizer stock versus Moderna. Anything or... I mean, I felt like going live just to discuss some stocks out there. And by the way, you guys have been fantastic on this channel. Very active. You guys have been, yeah, I mean, with Pfizer, it's amazing with, back then they used to joke around with sales reps, Kevin, and, sales reps trying to push a lot of Pfizer products. I mean, there's a lot of good things out there. I'm going to go on my phone right now and just show you Pfizer products. Compared to Moderna, I mean, Pfizer's a juggernaut. I'm looking it up right now. Pfizer products. All right, I'm looking at some of them. So they have Acupril. I'm just telling you some of their products that Pfizer has, which is really nice. So Acupril is another name is Quinapril. It looks like it's an ACE inhibitor. People are requiring ACE inhibitors because they have congestive heart failure, and that's one of the big things with core measures that they follow with people who have CHF. They make sure that they're on a ACE inhibitor or an ARB. I'm looking at acetylcysteine, which is another name of Mucomyst. That's a very popular. It's also in IV form, as well as you can have it in a mist. So acetylcysteine, they put it on you if you have pneumonia. It smells like rotten eggs. So if you ever go to the hospital or see one in the hospital, it smells like rotten eggs. That's the acetylcysteine that is put on a mask for someone. And acetylcysteine is also used for Tylenol overdose. So people that overdose on Tylenol, they're given acetylcysteine in IV form. They'll put it in a mucomyst. They call it acetylcysteine or mucomyst drip. Another one is adenosine. So adenosine is, Kevin, since you just came back, I'm just discussing some products that Pfizer has and why I like Pfizer over Moderna. I'm just naming some products that are very popular that Pfizer owns and why they're not going anywhere. They're just going to stay stagnant and they're going to be strong. Adenosine is a medication that you inject in people. I've pushed that numerous times on patients that are in supraventricular tachycardia. And yeah, Pfizer owns, recently I know somebody posted on my, somebody posted on my wall with an argument about, GlaxoSmithKline and Pfizer, but Pfizer owns like 30% of GlaxoSmithKline, and I'd have to check the overall revenue of that too. I know Pfizer, if you look at Chapstick, just flip it and you'll see Pfizer on it. So, I don't know exactly what was going on with that, but I'm pretty sure that they get a piece of the pie as well with that. Don't quote me on that, but I know there's a partnership, and GlaxoSmithKline is partially owned, 30% owned by like Pfizer. Aldactone's another product that Pfizer carries that's it's very effective. It's a potassium sparing diuretic. So when you pee, okay, with diuretics, you lose potassium. So aldactone is a specific potassium sparing diuretic. So very interesting. See, ammonium chloride, that's another one that's very popular. Atropine sulfate and azithromycin they carry. Azithromycin is a very popular antibiotic for people with upper respiratory infections. Atropine sulfate. So if a beta blocker, your heart rate's low, they push atropine 0.5 in. I've pushed that before on patients before. Very interesting. I mean, I'm just going over a list. So see, that's just A with Pfizer. I'll go over some other basic ones that they carry. Really, that's interesting, Kevin. That's very exciting. He's going to make a lot of money, collaborating. I mean, he's going to get a piece of the pie with that. If this inventor of the mRNA technology, I mean, mannitol. Here's another product, mannitol. You have a bunch of fluid swelling in your head. It's an osmotic diuretic. Boom, they push that in you. That's a very interesting medication. Meropenem, I've hung that numerous times as an antibiotic. They also carry metoprolol, which is a beta blocker. Wow, these guys are carry morphine sulfate. Everybody needs morphine for pain in the hospital. You fracture your hip. Morphine's also a vasodilator for people with chest pain. So I'm just looking over some products on my phone right here, and it's really interesting with how many products that these guys carry, and they're not going anywhere. They also carry levetiracetam. I can never say that, but the other name for it is Keppra, and that's used for seizures. Another medication is labetalol, which is a blood pressure med. They also give that if your blood pressure is it's blood pressure, it's a beta blocker. It helps you with your heart rate too. But I've seen it more in the post-anesthesia unit. By the way, the new tech is a platform based on, that's interesting. So I'm just lorazepam. So people that have issues, I'm just looking at two more. I'm going to do lorazepam. That's an anti-anxiety. People take that to go to sleep. People take that if they are in alcohol withdrawal. Unfortunately, psych is on the rise. And, lorazepam is a very popular medication. Actually, a girl in nursing school, I cut ties with her. You guys are going to get a kick out of this. So the thing about knowing about pharmacology, this is why I tell you guys, like, when I do stock and dividend analysis on companies like Pfizer, I tell you pretty much why I invest in the product and what they carry that's really popular. So lorazepam is an anti-anxiety medication. People take that to go to sleep all the time. People, that have issues like anxiety issues, they take that. And a girl that's a psych nurse that I went to school with, we started to learn about pharmacology in school, and we were all in our first test out. We were all nervous. I don't know if any of you guys are in healthcare, but your first test out, you're scared as shit. And I'm sitting there looking next to my buddy. I'm like, "You nervous?" I go, "Yeah." And I go, next person, I go, "Are you nervous?" They go, "Yeah." And this girl sitting next to us, she goes, "I'm not nervous." I go, like, "Yeah, bullshit." She goes, "I took my Ativan today." So I was like, whoa, and knowing pharmacology, is important, especially if you are investing in companies. Like I did a video on AstraZeneca, and they carry Brilinta. So people that get stents, either they take aspirin or Plavix, or aspirin and Brilinta. Brilinta is very good for stents. So when you guys invest in pharmaceutical companies, or if you want to be a little bit more conservative and invest in an ETF with a pharmaceutical company, you need to know what the capabilities are of this company and what they bring to the table. So Pfizer, okay, they bring vaccines, they carry other stuff, they carry numerous pens, and Lyrica's or medications. Lyrica is a pain med. Unfortunately, diabetes are saying by 2050, 1 in 3 is going to have type 2 diabetes and 1 in 3 is going to be obese. Lyrica is prescribed to a lot of people who are diabetics for neuropathy, and that's a big common thing with diabetics is neuropathy. So that's why they tell people who have diabetes to check their feet all the time, because they don't feel it. Then imagine if they could discover a generic cause of anxiety and then use his platform to correct a genetic mistake. Well, it's Kevin. I don't really know psych that well. But anxiety can be. I'm having anxiety right now. It's from the vaccine. Like, is it getting me? Already, like, I'm trying to print off a lecture for nurse practitioner school. I can't even print off a breast exam because the PDF file's all screwed up. So I'm like a day behind. So that's driving me nuts. So anxiety can come in other ways. It's kind of based on the individual. I shouldn't be freaking out. I shouldn't be freaking out at all. But coping mechanisms are probably the better way. And probably drinking caffeine right now doesn't help either. It probably is getting my anxiety up even more, so I can feel my heart racing. And I was in line talking to one of the physicians. We were talking about the Browns, and I had like 4 shots of espresso in me. So you want to talk about anxiety after getting the shot and before getting the shot. So, people unfortunately need things to calm down. I don't see Ativan going anywhere, but it could be genetics. I'm not going to go wrong with it, but the environment too. I'm kind of a type A person. I'm a little high strung. I'm not going to lie. I'm very serious about my career and very intense. I think it depends on the individual. I'd classify myself as a type A, personality. And I kind of, people that I'm kind of around or, type A too. It's just the type of people I'm up with. When they're like control freaks, that's an issue. But it just depends. But, Moderna, here's a question. Okay, Kevin, what happens when COVID's gone? What is Moderna going to do? COVID's gone. Then what? I know that they're having technology for, they're trying to fight cancer and stuff, but what are you going to do? You're SOL, So there's a lot of things that are an issue or a problem with, the mRNA technology. There's no doubt. Absolutely. mRNA technology and mRNA style, I think will fight cancer. It's very incredible. But this stuff with COVID, it's crazy. People I work with, some people that had it, they have type 2 diabetes. Their sugars are off the chain. They're saying that it attacks, certain cells that secrete, insulin. Myles Garrett for the Browns, that dude definitely has what they call COVID lungs. The vaccine is going to save the economy for, a while. I know the vaccine is going to be the only way. I'm not trying to push it on you guys. You have a right to do whatever you want, but, to get herd immunity and to get our stocks happy and real estate. By the way, some of you guys, EPR Properties, symbol EPR, keep an eye on that stock. I've had shares in them for a while, and it took a big hit. So it's a monthly dividend stock, and eventually they will start distributing a monthly dividend stock. So keep an eye on that one as well. So hit the rates when you have a chance, hit the financial sector. So if you guys look at my M1 Finance dividend portfolio that I have, basically the sectors I'm attacking are, yeah, you should. I mean, you know, your insurance will probably cover it. So, you know, the best investments you can make is, it's not just your bank account. God, oh, my shoulders, damn, I'm feeling it from the shot. God, I could barely lift it up without being in pain. But God, I lost my thought process. My shoulders definitely feeling it. Whew. Give me a second. You know, I made the mistake of telling them to do the dominant arm. It was probably not a good idea, but my shoulders definitely feeling like something's waking up right now. But the Pfizer, and you know, Pfizer's one thing, but the real estate sector, I got really big into IIPR. I don't know if you guys are into marijuana stocks, but IIPR, in my honest opinion, is one of the most stable marijuana stocks. It's actually a real estate investment trust. It's I made some changes on my M1 Finance portfolio. I'll probably post that you know, sometime this week. I really flipped a lot of things around, but financial sector, look up the symbol KEY, look up the symbol RF in Huntington Bank shares, HBAN. Look into that. It's really that's one to look into. Let me just type them real quick. RF HBAN and key. So these are the ones I just typed in here are high dividend, high yield dividend banks. So those are ones that I've invested in. So keep an eye on those ones. I also, this one right here, IIPR, that's looking pretty good. So that's another one to look into. Dividend's nice. It distributes a special dividend sometimes. That's a very nice one. I also made some changes. I'm going to definitely show you on my video. CenturyLink. I just put money in those guys. How much is it selling right now? I just pretty much killed like my $600 stimulus check in the stock market and angel investing. So I'm okay with that. What did I get? Activity. So, well, yeah, I mean, with rates, Kevin, you have to be diverse. I mean, look what happened with my BRICS rate in my channel. I mean, I had $6,000 in them, and I probably lost about 4,000. And you know, I'm not too upset because I'm well diversified. I mean, if the BRICS rate was rolling, if it wasn't for this COVID thing, my net value would probably be $12,000 richer right now, and the dividend would have been higher, and it would just be a beautiful monthly dividend rate. Who knows if they would have ever went public? But it was student housing, so yes, you have to be careful. You should not have all your eggs in one basket. So I agree. But marijuana, IIPR is a farm. So how much did I buy? Let's see. I did CenturyLink, Lumen, which is it's about 11. I think that's it. CenturyLink. Yeah, LUMN. So CenturyLink basically is one that I just put money in. Actually, my buddy Ramey, him and I were discussing this, and looks pretty good right now. So that's pretty much it. So crazy. Here's one that I sold. This one's down, but I'm definitely, which ones did I get rid of recently in my last video? What did I get rid of? I have a screenshot. So LUM, let's see, I got that one. Come on, where is it? Ah, there we go. HTA, these are ones I sold. I'm gonna bring them back. I'll show you what I'm doing. APLYM. These three I sold, and I ended up, I'm gonna buy them back just because they're so down and stuff. But these three are way down, and I'm pretty attracted to them still. It's in the long run, it'll be a pretty good stock or real estate investment trust to invest in. But I'm trying to think what else. I mean, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for being active. I didn't think I'd get this many people on here watching this, but all right, I'll keep that there before I leave. I'll wait until you get back so you can see that. Let's see what other stocks are hot right now. That happens. Yeah, I'll wait. Just let me know when you get back. Trying to see what other stocks are out there. Probably going to be finishing up in the next 2 or 3 minutes, but man, got 7 people on here. I didn't expect that many people to be on here. It's great to see. All right, so Kevin, I have HTA, PLYM, and AKR. Those are 3 stocks that I sold, and I threw it back into IIPR and a few things. So I'm going to probably post a quick video. I'll do that probably in the next 15, 20 minutes. So a lot of you guys that are on, that'll be one of mine eventually. I need my portfolio to get bigger. I'll attack certain sectors, but as of right now, I have some that I'm really hot on. I'm going to keep it that way. But, again, a lot of you guys, thank you for watching this video. You guys have been very active on here. I'm going to post a M1 Finance dividend portfolio. I'm going to try to do it later tonight on some of the changes I made and what I plan on doing. So you guys have been fantastic, and I'll probably post a stock and dividend analysis. You know what? I'll do the changes that I made tomorrow, and I'll post a stock and dividend analysis video on one of the stocks that I like probably the next hour or so. So stay tuned to my channel. And yeah, they are. Oh, there's no doubt they're ahead of the quantum computing research. You are you know what you're talking about. And thank you for Kevin for being very active on my channel as well. So you guys who have been active, I really appreciate all the fun times on this channel. We are growing, we are getting bigger, and oh, no problem with being transparent. I mean, I'm just telling it how it is. I show you what I own. I show you my mistakes. I show you everything that I'm doing, my growth. I'm still growing as an investor. Things are exciting. I mean, they're slowly picking up. This channel is getting bigger, and I'm just excited to see things roll. Definitely a stress reliever in school. I mean, this channel, having this channel and coming live and all that and posting videos for you guys. I really enjoy doing that. So I'm going to keep on going. The more you guys are active, again, just smash that like button, and we'll go from there. So this is Darth Dividend. You guys have a good Monday. Be safe out there. I'm going to suffer with my vaccine shot. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, but my lymph nodes were tore up. So, all right, you guys have a good one and take care.